Welcome back. All right, so news of the day video for all you fine people. At the end of the day, this is my Marty Jelena jersey. Every time I wear this, people ask which 23 it is, so it's Marty Jelena. So Robin Lehner, right? So Lehner, this is just one of those things. Vegas, I've speculated, just pure speculation on my part. I don't think Stone's 100%. He's playing through his ailments. And apparently Lehner was trying his best to play through it as well. And then the debate becomes one of, okay, so if you're in the lineup as the backup, you could go in and play if something happens to the starter. And apparently that would have been a worst case scenario. So Lehner, who'd had a knee issue, fighting his way through a shoulder injury, and eventually he can't. So he's having season-ending shoulder surgery. So they've had to call up Patera, who is the fourth string goaltender, because of course Brossois is still out. So Thompson and Patera it is. It's going to be interesting tomorrow night in Dallas. Of course, if Dallas wins that game in regulation, Vegas's odds are done. But really, the whole Robin Lehner thing just, and I'm going to agree with TSN's crew on this, that just it doesn't sit well. The Vegas Golden Knights 4 years ago, we were talking about the Golden Misfits, and it was a feel-good story. Whether you felt good about it or not, it was a feel-good story. It was quite the run they went on to the Stanley Cup final. Now they find themselves outside of the playoffs. And just, I don't know, something about how the teams handled this doesn't sit well. And so we'll see if this changes anything in the offseason. I think something has to happen with their goaltending in the offseason. I'm not sure what the plan's going to be from there, but it's pretty clear that Lehner was hurt, and it would appear that the team wanted him to keep suiting up and just try to play through it, and he just couldn't. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I don't think we've heard the end of this. Seattle news, of course, as their season's winding down, Jaden Schwartz is likely done for the season. It's not going to come back and play this week. Cole Lind and Vince Dunn are both seen as day-to-day. They probably get back into the lineup for Seattle before the season's done. But, I mean, Seattle's season's been done for a while, really. So that gives an opportunity for other young guys to step in, or at least other depth players to step in. I think for Seattle, the key right now is seeing how Matty Beniers continues to play and how well he does in line with expectations when they brought him in, right? Good news for Carolina fans. The reason for the Canes jersey. Antti Raanta is expected to play tomorrow. So the injury concerns, they're okay. Raanta seems to be fine, and Sarah Sivian reporting that Freddie Anderson should return for the playoffs. The plan is that he should be good to go when the playoffs get started, and so that's good news. That leaves Carolina with both of their goaltenders in net and really solidifies them at that position. Freddie Anderson's numbers in the playoffs are pretty good. I'm aware that in Toronto they didn't win a round and that there were sometimes comments about Freddie Anderson and this and that, but his numbers were pretty solid in Toronto as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Freddie does playing goal for another team in the playoffs and see if he has better luck. The good news is Carolina usually gets out of the first round and very often gets as far as the conference finals. So we'll see if Carolina is able to do that. If they end up finishing first in the division, they've got a real chance. Toronto news today. Now, technically, this is Toronto Marlies news, but I don't have a Marlies magnet, so there's that. But Marlies, of course, being the farm team for the Toronto Maple Leafs, this can be a backdoor to making him a Toronto Maple Leaf next season. Hobey Baker winner, Dryden McKay, a goaltender, signs a 2-year contract with the Marlies. He's 24 years of age, so I would expect that the Toronto Maple Leafs look at keeping him around and picking him up themselves. It wouldn't be the first time that a player signs an AHL deal and then later on signs an NHL deal as well. So for Dryden McKay, it'll be interesting to see at the pro level how he does. Again, he won the Hobey Baker Award. Very good stats for him in the NCAA. Now it's about what he's able to do at the NHL level. And I wish the guy the best. Or I guess in this case, the AHL level, right? But I think the Toronto Maple Leafs probably sign him. Again, they're in a rough spot when it comes to goaltending and just overall. And I think this could help. Having that depth in net is really, really important. Tonight, Patrick Kane reaches a milestone with his 750th assist. He continues to just put up more and more helpers. And so, yeah, there's a good chance he reaches 800 next season. I don't think he's going to get 50 assists in their final. I think they got 2 games left. I don't think he hits 50 assists in those final 2 games. Possible. He's Patrick Kane, after all. But yeah, 750 assists. That's a pretty high number, and kudos to him for that. Robert Thomas, his point streak is one of the most under-the-radar point streaks in the National Hockey League. He has a 17-game point streak. I don't hear it get talked about a lot, but he has 29 points over those 17 games. He's playing very, very well. And Thomas, while we're talking about Kane, Thomas right now has become one of the best passers in the National Hockey League. So, Thomas, we'll see him in the playoffs, and we'll see whether or not that scoring translates to the playoffs this year as well. St. Louis, who've had trouble in the playoffs since their cup win, looking to go on another run this year, and maybe they get there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.